Hello there, welcome to my channel, Maze's Life, where I'm terrible at managing money, but trying to get better. So with today's video, I am on my March 2025 monthly debt confessions. So let's get started. So here on the left-hand side, you will see the names of all of my debts, categorized by my credit cards and my loans. Both of them were originally listed from smallest debt to largest debt within those categories. But as you can see, things have largely changed. I keep it this way to be consistent month to month, but I would be open to suggestions for changes. So let's go ahead and get into it. So my first debt, this is my Chase Freedom card. It had the highest balance, and as you can see here, it went down $4,763.40. All right, then there's my there's my California Coast Credit Union credit card, and that one went up $1,068.27. Then my Chase Edge and my USA Signature card are closed. So I just leave those little dashes to remind myself of that. I'm not sure if I should remove these debts from my debt picture, but I keep them just for consistencies. If you have any suggestions of what I should do otherwise, please let me know down in the comments. All right, then we have my City Diamond card. So that one went down $607. This is a promotional based credit card that will be ending soon with 0% interest. Now, you're wondering how I was able to lower my Chase Freedom card so much. It was because my Bank of America Platinum card had a promotion on it. So this went up $5,280 to give me 6 more months of 0% interest. So I now need to have this card paid off, I believe by October. Depending on when the effective date was. So this card went up over $5,000, which allowed for this card to go down almost $5,000. But then of course it had to account for the balance transfer promotion fee of 3%. Then I have my USAA rate card. This card went down $931.60. These 3 cards are my only cards with interest on them. This one, I believe, it depends on if you look at APR or interest rate. I don't know what the difference is, but one is like almost 30%. This one is around 26%, and this one's only 10.88%. The rest of my cards are 0% balance if they are not closed. This Chase Sapphire card I closed because this card had a annual fee on it. So I went ahead and just closed the account. Then I have my Wells Fargo card. This went down the minimum balance of $47. There's no interest, so it just went down the full balance. Oh, sorry, the full payment. Then I have my Citi Double Cash card. So this went down $49.99. This is a little bit more than the minimum balance, but I just did that to get rid of those cents. Just make it an even $2,860 with no cents. So it's just rounding for my peace of mind. But again, there's no interest. So yes, so as you can see here, there were a lot of additional debts accrued, but there was also some debts decreased, and overall almost evened out, but did even better month to month, I decreased my credit cards by $50.45. I decreased the balance. So I'm very happy with that. Something is better than nothing, even though this something is very little. All right, then moving on to my loans. My loans I always have much better luck with. So for my first loan, my Vivint loan, it went down the minimum balance. There's no interest on this loan, so it went down the full $37.16. Then my student loans, there is interest. There's multiple loans, so the interest is around 4 to 5.5%. And it went down $9.49. And I pay $125.40 a month. So you can see over $30 went to interest. Then my auto loan went down $261.19. My monthly payment is $285.65. So the interest on this is also less than a little less than $30, but the interest rate is also lower. I believe it's less than 3% interest rate because I refinanced at one point in time. Then my personal loan, I make a payment every month of $553.88. I hate it. Can't wait for it to be over. It'll be over this time next year, so I still have a full 12 months, which sucks. But it went down $477.71. So less than $100 went to taxes. Less than $100 went to interest, but it feels like taxes. I feel like I'm being robbed by the government, but instead it's my own dumb decisions that robbed me. So my loans went down $866.55 month to month, which is just a little bit more than I did last month. Every month it's about this amount plus a little bit more because the interest keeps going down every month the more I pay off the balance, which is good. So good. All right, so then lastly we have my total debt. So as you can see here, last month my debt was $53,839.91. This month it went down $917 exactly, which is crazy, but I'll take it where I can. And so the balance now is $52,922.91. I think I had it correctly. Okay. All right, so yeah, I just went down $917 exactly. Oh, well, that is fine with me as long as it's going down. All right, so then, not just with this debt picture, but I also like to use these visual debt trackers to track how much money I've paid off month to month on a full, timeline of finally when I'll be able to pay it off. So this is my total debt tracker. So my total debt is from when I started it in September 2023. If you can see there, just the very bottom, September 2023, I started off with $71,725.67. Since then, each box I've made worth the equivalent to $718. And you can see which months I'm able to pay off how much. And last month I hit the 25% done. Woo. And yeah, so it took me over a year, because a year would have been September, but it took me over a year, but I got 25% of the way done with my paying off debts. That is due to the credit cards, because previously I was not able to make enough to cover all of my monthly bills and minimum payments, but now I am. So if you want to see or learn more about that, you can watch my previous videos. They'll be in the playlist, but let's just go ahead and mark off for March. So for March, because of the balance transfer and all of the interest that I had to pay up front, so instead of paying a little bit of interest every single month, which turns out to be a lot of interest, I pay for 3% of a balance transfer fee up front, so that way I can pay less overall. And that 3% is several hundreds of dollars, and that is partly why I have to only get to cover in one box. But I'm trying to change my mindset around, and instead of saying I only get to, it's wow, yay, I get to color in one box. That's how I should look at it instead. All right, so we're now 26% of the way here. Okay, so then let's move to my credit cards. So for my credit cards, I doubt I'll be able to color in any boxes, simply because we started off at $30,626.05. But whew, I have fluctuated my debt. I have had several thousands of dollars more than this since I started, so I'm not able yet to color off anything, but I'm working my way to hopefully one day being able to color off more than I, previously gained. All right, so now we have my my loans. We're done with my credit cards, now we're off to my loans. So I started in September 2023 with $41,099.62 of loans. This includes my student loans, my auto loan, my personal loan, and my Vivint home security loan. So I did not calculate this beforehand, so let me go ahead and calculate that. So, I always forget how I do this every single month. So now I'm at $24,968.39, which is $16,131.23. And if I divide that by 411, will that work out? So I need to color in 39 boxes, or have 39 boxes colored in. So this is 25, we got 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, and 39. All right. Okay, as you can see here, I think every single month I'm able to color in a box. Sometimes one, most of the time two, but even sometimes three or more. And that is sometimes the only thing that I'm able to color in month to month. My loans are usually my saving grace when it comes to paying off my debt and seeing monthly positive progress. All right. Oh, this video is a little long, but that is my breakdown of my $52,922.91 of debt. Thank you for following along. If you stayed to the end of the video, I'd love to have you join this journey with me. So hit subscribe, click the like, leave a comment down below, especially if you have any advice for me. I would greatly appreciate it. But my next video will be out tomorrow. So thank you, and until then, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.